Assembly elections are now scheduled for Saturday, February 6, 2027. These dates mark a departure from the Commission's earlier plan, which had set the presidential ballot for late February and state-level elections for March. The change has also affected off-cycle elections. INEC confirmed that the Osun State governorship election, initially slated for August 8, 2026, has been moved to Saturday, August 15, 2026. Regarding preparations for the Ekiti and Osun polls, the Commission stated that while some activities have been concluded, the remaining activities will now be implemented strictly in accordance with the Electoral Act 2026. And the new timetable also imposes a tighter schedule for political parties. Party primaries, including the resolution of disputes, are set to begin April 23, 2026 and conclude by May 30, 2026. And campaign periods are clearly defined. Presidential and National Assembly campaigns will start on August 19, 2026, while governorship and state assembly campaigns will begin on September 9, 2026. Malam Haruna stressed that political actors must adhere strictly to these timelines, warning that the Commission will enforce compliance with the law. He added that all campaigns must end 24 hours before their respective election days as mandated by the 2026 Act. Well, of course, we all know that talking about the campaigns 24 hours before the election starts. And I hope you understand the off-cycle, that off-cycle elections, those states that maybe
they do not follow the
the courts, maybe after the court rulings and all those. Those are the off-cycle elections. Those two are given timelines now. Well, we hope that this move will just give us credible, fair, and free elections. Yes, this time around, 2027, 2026. Yes, 2026, and 2026, 2027 is around the corner, and focus is on 2027 now, especially in Nigeria, and of course, the global world. They are watching.
As always, they are always watching. And there is one more thing to say, that all dates are sacrosanct, just like we have it on the page, the front page of the Nation, and the key date on the schedule as expressed, and we just don't feel there is anything to veto by the presidency again. Just because, well, INEC is trying to position itself as a listener. Don't forget, when the opposition, particularly people from the coalition of opposition or to the ADC, when they come together and say the date should be looked into, now they have looked into it.
They have looked into the date, and let us see what the opposition
let's just look at what they have to say. And let's look at this again. Electoral Act 2026 presidency, APC fire back as ADC NNPP kick, and that's on page 3.
Why are they kicking?
I wonder.
The first timetable, they kicked against it. This one again reviewed.
And now
scheduled, they kicked against it.
They are kicking
against it.
Let's just see if they're able to kick the ball into the net. The presidency and the ruling party last night fired back at African Democratic Congress, ADC, and the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, for rejecting Electoral Act 2026. The parties claiming to be speaking for opposition parties said Electoral Act 2026 was skewed by the APC. They vowed to resist the law through all lawful means. They spoke at a news conference attended by leading opposition figures such as former President, Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former governors Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi, and Rahul Aregbesola. There was drama at the news conference at Tamino Turaki, leader of the PDP faction, still battling for recognition in court, and was disallowed from reading the text of the news conference. What a way to begin a negotiation.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back. Let's just take this commercial.
Olúmídé, kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ ló dáhùn ìpè mi?
Ọ̀rẹ́, ojú fóònù ẹ dáadáa kó wo ẹni tó pè jàre.
Ẹ̀yà, àwọn bọ́tìnì orí fóònù yìí ti wẹ́ jù. Kò rọrùn láti kà. Ọlámídé ni mo fẹ́ pè jàre.
Wo ọ̀rẹ́, ó yẹ kó wá lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ níbùdó ìlera o, kó o sì gba ìgò ìríran náà.
Máa gbọ́, ìgò ìríran níbùdó ìlera bíi ti báwo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, tó o bá ti pé ọmọ ọdún márùndínlógójì tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, wá lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, wàá sì gba ìgò ìríran lówó tí ò gara láwọn ibùdó ìlera tá a ti yà sọ́tọ̀ nítòsí rẹ.
Bá a ti ń dàgbà lójú wa nílò àtìlẹyìn díẹ̀ láti ríran kedere. Yọjú sí ibùdó ìlera kan nítòsí rẹ fún àyẹ̀wò ojú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ àti fún ìgò ìríran lówó tí ò gara lónìí láti mọ ìyàtọ̀. Pé 0706-489-9614 fún àlàyé síwájú sí i. Àní 0706-489-9614. Ìkéde yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ National Eye, Ear and Sensory Functions Health Program ti Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare pẹ̀lú àjọṣe Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring, ríran kedere gbé ìgbé ayé àlàáfíà.
All right, it's still conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM, and as we are saying, Electoral Act 2026, and we have presidency and APC firing back, and also ADC and NPP kicking.
Yes. Before we go on with that, back to this timetable. Well, we know that things are advancing.
Yes.
I remembered then in the past, during past elections, all steps of elections, the presidential, governorship,
the House of Reps,
House of Assembly, Senate, local government elections, they were held in one day, just one day.
Yes.
And then we were in the analog stage, and they were held in one day, although those times it was susceptible to regain then
a lot of anomalies.
Yes, anomalies, but now I think this system, well, with the IREV and the computerized system that the government is trying to, and the INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, is trying to ensure that these things don't come up again. That is why but at the same time, it is people that are operating these machines.
Machines, yes.
Yes.
We have people behind the system, and even if we're talking about we're using digital now.
Yes.
We still have people behind them.
Yes.
And every system is as perfect that the person operating it.
Yes. And they might be loyal to a political party, a political candidate.
Yes. We cannot take that away.
Yes.
And this is Nigeria. And even other than that, having all these days, and we talk about the key dates in the schedule of our elections, do we really need all these days that are earmarked for this election?
That is what I'm saying.
If during analog era we can use a day,
yes.
Digital should have been able to make it. In fact,
even about some hours,
and we are done. Now having all these dates and that is more money,
yes.
and that is why we talk about our economy of the electoral processes.
I don't know if any independent national electoral officer, I'm not saying the commissioner here now, is listening. Any of them, if you can try to contribute and just put one or two
things,
yes,
why
to educate the people. Why are we now spreading? Yes, when during the analog, just one day, all elections are finished. Then local government elections, there were no state electoral commissions. Yes, concluded in one day, and results, I think about 1 or 2, 3 days.
And it's done.
Yes.
And now we're having it.
Yes, you are talking about one study there.
Yes. We're saying you're firing back. And of course, are they able to kick the ball inside the net? Of course, not yet. And we should know that most of these electoral processes too much on politics and not on governance.
Yes.
And it's like very lately we're having a political party, let's just say we're having an administration that is building a character on a reputation on what it's going to do. And that's not a good way to go.
Yes.
Give it to presidency.
Yes,
you might be taking the lead when it comes to politics, running governance.
Yes.
Nobody's giving them the A the distinction?
No, but at least the presidency and led by the Lion of Budilon.
Yeah.
Yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is climbing up the ladder, although it is affecting people. But I think some people that knows what is on ground know that at the end of the day, we shall get to that place. Despite the fact that, talking about reforms now, that it is hitting hard. Despite that fact, when we talk of reforms, it will first hit. Things have gone bad for a long time. You know, it is just easy to bring down a building
in a day,
but to rebuild, it will be
yeah,
difficult.
That is what we keep hearing. We talk about all this reforms, and we're to have this, but let's go back to when subsidy was actually removed, and we say, okay, this administration, this country is not ever again going to borrow.
Yes,
and it wasn't even 3 months after. Then we still have this,
and at the same time, after that 3 months time,
another borrowing. Then we keep having that.
Yes, and during one of my programs, yes, on Tuesday, Matters Arising last week, we talked about these concerns about borrowing issue. Debts, yes, and we found out that the borrowings, they were used to service other debts that have been on ground. So what are we talking about? It is affecting development. It is affecting our people. It is affecting the health sector. It is affecting the education sector. It is affecting the people. So
of course,
what are we talking about?
Salary earners can actually attest to that, because of the purchasing power is so low.
Yes.
And you know, there were times when you receive your salary and there is always this elation. It's no longer happening. Before salary comes, it's done, it's finished.
Yes. You'll be, you know, you say, they haven't paid salaries. What is happening now? When salaries are paid, bam, then you now realize that, by the end of rent is due. At the end of the day, you now find out that yes, you are still in square one. It is like one young Baba composed the young in quote. He said he wants to give us the history of Nigeria in quote. 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. Now just see that 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. You know, another step forward, 2 steps backward. That means Nigeria is retrogressing.
Seriously?
Yes. Well, we just hope they're listening, and something is about to be done presently.
But we hope that, well, as our president is on ground now, we see a little light beyond the maybe after the tunnel, but like I think it's Mr. John that used to say there is no even there is not any tunnel. Not to say that we'll see light at the end of the tunnel.
At the end of the tunnel, and quite a number of people actually contested that popular saying, we need a light at the end of the tunnel. Why should you need light at the end of the tunnel? We need the light inside the tunnel, because the moment you're out of the tunnel, of course there is light. So please, let's have the light introduced inside the tunnel, so that it will make our, whether we are scrambling or tumbling, it will make it easy, and we're not going to hit our head on whatever rocks we have in the tunnel. Okay, let's look at this again.
But if you can somersault very well, you will not hit any rock.
Really? But how many of us could do that? Here we have this. Airlines face FCCPC sanctions for arbitrary pricing. I guess that has been rocking the boat for quite a while. When we have, and people just get to the airports, and even domestic traveling has now become horrendously expensive. Who is actually imposing this torture on Nigerians? And this is comforting to note that a body
FCCPC is actually on their toes to make amends. Airlines face FCCPC sanctions for arbitrary pricing. Yeah, that's going to be a relief for most who use air traveling.
Yes, but I remembered domestic. You are talking about domestic
yes,
now. Yes, and the price is rather outrageous.
Very outrageous.
Outrageous right now. And well, in the past, traveling from Ibadan, from Lagos to Abuja, I think about 4,000, 6,000 naira, 6,000. It went up to 8,000, later 10,000. Now it is about almost 100K.
Almost 200,000 naira. Well, you were talking
it depends on the state.
Well, when you were talking 4,000, I was just thinking, okay, that is your generation. Mine didn't meet 4,000.
We are in the same generation.
Yes, we are, but the time lapses, of course, you can't take that away. But when it was 25,000, I guess I still witnessed that. When it was 25, when it was 30,
yes.
And there was time when it was mingling between 35, 40, and then all of a sudden,
just
we have 120, 150.
From 80.
From 80. And then we have that. And we're talking about local traveling, and please. And there are some businesses that have actually thrive on this road.
Yes.
And then they are being crippled by this horrendous and just like outrageous pricing system. So government should please do the needful.
Yes. Now talking about the NNPCL, again, now a former official of the, and this is rather outrageous, a former official of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPCL, Paulinus, yes, Paulinus Iheanacho Okoronko has been sentenced to 87 months, yes, 87 months imprisonment in the United States following his conviction for accepting a $2.1 million bribe from a Swiss oil company while serving at the state-owned oil farm. Okoronko, 58, also known as Poli, was additionally ordered to pay $923,824 in restitution to the Internal Revenue Service and to forfeit $1,039,000. The net proceeds from the sale of a property linked to the laundering bribe. The sentence was handed down by United States District Judge John Walter following a 4-day trial in August 2025, according to a statement released on the U.S. Department of Justice website on Thursday. Well, $2.1 million bribe, and the what he will forfeit.
Seriously. I know the big question that come up, why was this person not nabbed in Nigeria?
Well, I think he works in the U.S.
Okay.
Yes, he works in the U.S. and I think there was this issue, and he was bribed $2.1 million to Sakama jail, things, and now he was caught and arraigned in court, and this is the outcome now.
And actually, losing everything at the end of the day. The big question is it worth it at the end of it?
Yes.
All right, let's still take this one, and that is on the second page of the Nation newspaper. We have Edun promises improved payment system. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Oluyole Edun, assured yesterday that federal government's current payment system is being improved for improved implementation of the national budget. He said the outlook for the proposed 58.472 trillion 2026 budget was positive in terms of implementation, as the government has been intensifying efforts to boost revenue inflows to the Federation account. Hedron stated that the government expects improved remittances by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, as directed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The minister spoke during an interactive session between the Senate Committee on Finance and the federal government's economic management team in Abuja. Wow, are we supposed to see that as the good news? What we have is promise. Promise.
More promises.
And that's why I said this is a government that is building a reputation on what he is going to do, and that is not what we need. We need more actions and less of these promises. We are going to improve. We're going to do this. Naira is still going to gain strength, and yet we still have it at.
I think it is coming down a bit.
It is coming down, but just fluctuating. Whatever we have today is not what we're going to have tomorrow. The rising and falling is not doing us any favor, particularly the economy of Nigeria.
Yes.
So please, government should please do the needful and always put our citizens first. Politicking and politicizing of what is supposed to be economic advantage to the masses.
Yes. Now, talking about insecurity now.
Okay.
Yes, there are reasons. How some community members were massacred. Yes, this is being explained in the Vanguard. It says how 100 terrorists massacred 150 in Yelwata community. That is according to a witness. I think it was the massacre that occurred some months back. Now it says the federal government, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja yesterday had chilling details of how over 100 AK-47 wielding terrorists stormed Yelwata community in Benue State, killing more than 150 persons and razing houses during a coordinated attack. The revelation came as the court remanded 9 defendants over their alleged involvement in the carnage, following their arraignment on a 57-count charge bordering on terrorism. And those facing trial are Ado Lawal, Mohammed Dono, Ado Mohammed Saidu, Alhaji Aruna Abdullahi, Yakubu Adamu, Musa Mohammed, Abubakar Adamu, Shaibu Ibrahim, Saleh Mohammed, and Bako Jibrin. Well, I think that is just
just look at that. 100 terrorists.
150.
Yes. 150.
Yes.
In Yelwata community.
And what always puzzles me, coordinated attacks. That means they know what they are doing.
And sometimes it involves even the insider.
Yes.
There was a news that was saying the terrorists came and they were even mentioning names of people in that community to come out.
Yes.
And that is appalling. And most times when we talk about this insecurity in the country, it is not to scare anyone. It is not to put us on edge. But the truth is, to have kept quiet will serve only the moral indifference of the world. And for us to know that we need to act, like somebody will always say, when your neighbor's war is on fire, it is your own interest that is at stake. And that is why government, when I say declare state of emergency on insecurity, not just in a particular state, all over Nigeria. And the big question we are raising is, how are these terrorists able to acquire these sophisticated weapons? You raised it one last time. AK-47 now is now like sachet water.
Yes.
And that is what they move about with. And I guess a cost of AK-47 is no less than ₦1 million, if not more.
Yes, and there are some people sponsoring them. There are some politicians sponsoring them.
Why are we not going for these politicians and the people behind this carnage?
AK-47, it cannot operate alone without ammunition. Yes, and they are still being supplied. How do these ammunitions and arms get through to...
How do they beat our customs? How do they...
Yes, and immigration. Yes, we'll come back after this time out.
èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. onílọ àpò tó péye. máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. níbikíbi tó bá wà ló fún ojúlówó. bóyá sọ pé. jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. lóbi ní ìṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. jẹ́ mobile.
lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó.
jẹ́ mobile.
Hello.
Olumide, why you dey answer the phone now?
Oh boy, look again, make you see who call you.
Chai! Omo, this small text no easy to read again, oh. Now Olumide I be one call.
E be like Satan don reach for you to enter one health outlet. Make dem help you check your eye, make you go also arrange reading glasses.
Reading glasses for health outlets?
Well, if you don reach your past 35 years, you fit get free vision screening and reading glasses wey dey affordable for some health outlets wey near you.
As we don dey age, our eyes need small support to take dey see well. Enter any health outlet wey near you for free eye check. Come get reading glasses wey dey affordable to take dey see well. Green us for 0706 489 9614 for more information. Na 0706 489 9614. Na the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Functions Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. They partner with Vision Spring Nigeria to bring you this message. Vision Spring. See well. Do well.
Ó máa ń ní ẹbí, ará tàbí ọ̀rẹ́ kan tí a máa ń dunnú láti rí lásìkò ìṣìnà. Ó sì dájú pé tí ì máa ń pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu nítorí kìí ṣe fún mímu nìkan o. Ó tún wà fún ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀, fífi ẹ̀rín kan àti pípé àsìkò pẹ̀lú ará àti ọ̀rẹ́. Tí Lipton fún ìṣọ̀kan àti àwọn ìbẹ̀wò tí a ń gbà pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú. Ramadan Kareem láti ọ̀dọ̀ Lipton.
Yes, the program is still Conversation of OLUYOLEFM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Yes, we were still talking about insecurity.
Yes. So government should always move to do the needful, and the proliferation of arms that we have recently in Nigeria should be looked into, and the immigration service, the customs service, they need to be up and doing.
Yes, and I understand. Well, I might be wrong. I understand that then that all these guys in quote, in the bushes, kidnapping people, killing people in communities, that there is a network that arms and ammunition are being gotten to them, delivered to them, maybe during the nights through helicopters, and that.
Yes, there was a report on that. That we read some time.
Yes.
But now the truth is, if terrorists could have access to such sophisticated weapons and even network, because it has become a kind of syndicate system. It is syndicated, and they have that. And most times we should not take away foreign influence.
Yes.
To their procurement and acquisition of this ammunition.
Yes.
And we just want governments, and particularly these agencies, to be
security agencies. Because I believe they should have a kind of a system that they will know that such a thing is about to happen or is happening if they are not compromised.
If they are not compromised. And of course they talk about intelligence gathering and we have the DSS. Instead of going for witch hunts, let them do what they're supposed to do. We have intelligence gathering in the area, and we can curb, of course, insecurity in Nigeria.
There's the military intelligence, the DSS is there, police too has the intelligence department.
Work together, and then work on what is for the good of the country, and not what is for the good of the political party.
Yes, or a particular prominent politician or rich man. Now, still talking about killings now again. Yes, this is about reprisal. Lakurawa terrorists attack mosque, kill 6 worshippers in Kebbi. And now some people are saying Christian genocide. Is it not Muslims that are being killed here now? I will always say it. Nigerians are being killed. No,
that is just Nigerians are being killed regardless of their faith.
Yes.
For as long as whatever is happening to one Nigeria is happening to all. Now these are Muslims being killed. I will call it the holy month of Ramadan. And Lakurawa terrorists. And they will pretend to have affiliation with religion. Terrorists are not Muslims, and they are not supposed to be treated as brothers.
They are criminals.
Now,
following a failed ambush on an army general Yes, I heard that story just recently. An Army General Officer commanding GOC in Kebbi State suspected Lakurawa terrorists have attacked a mosque in Dadinkowa community, Mayama local government area, killing 6 worshippers and injuring 3 others in the latest assault on fasting Muslims. According to local sources, the terrorists stormed the mosque on Wednesday evening while worshippers were observing prayers and opened fire indiscriminately. That is what they call sporadic shooting. And confirming the incident, the police public relations officer in Kebbi State, Bashir Usman, said the attack was carried out in retaliation for an earlier confrontation with the troops of the Nigerian army. The attack was a reprisal by suspected Lakurawa terrorist elements following a failed ambush on troops attached to the 8th division, is said. Imagine. They wanted to ambush an army general.
Army general.
Oh God.
Wow. And that was equal to the task.
What if that army general was ambushed? What do you think would have happened?
Okay. Because we've lost so many of these officers and nothing was done. I don't want to bring in a lot of things because I don't want people to have a regional view of what we are supposed to be objective.
Yes.
They kill officers in the north and we don't have the army raising eyebrows or going for but if it's in the we'll see a lot of them moving up and down, ransacking villages.
Yes. Arresting anybody. In fact, plundering a whole community just because an officer down. The officer is down in the north, and there was no story, there was no eyebrows raised, and then you just wonder: are we still fighting the same cause? Yes,
because it's like we have velvet gloves for some criminals, and then when it's supposedly some in the south and southeast. We have the iron hands, and then we just begin to look into what exactly our motives.
Now, I remember then, I talked about compromise when what is this Sambisa forest, when it was hot then, a battalion was created. I think was it a battalion? I think a kind of command,
battalion squadron. We just have
to just focus on the forest, and a GOC was a GOC general officer commanding was appointed. He always orders troops to go into the forest at some point, following signals. There are little settlements, villages inside that forest. So at the point, a battalion was ordered into the forest, and they got in there, tried to do some searches, try to attack if they saw something unusual. But at the point they got to a village, a settlement, there was a radio signal that they should retreat and come back to base by the commander. Now the head of that unit said, "Oga, make we stay here for the night. In the morning we will come." The Oga said, "Come immediately.
Obey
the last order." He again appealed, "Let's stay here in this settlement before we come back to base." I can remember that story vividly. As they were coming, after obeying the last order, they were coming, they were ambushed and killed. They were killed in a shootout. Now, when the news got to the base, the bodies of those soldiers were brought to us. The bodies were being brought. It amazed the other soldiers, their colleagues, that how can this Oga say they should come in the middle of the night when he knows that things are not good inside that forest and along the route. As they were bringing the bodies, they were it will be so devastating for them.
Of course.
When the guy the GOC was now driving. They were so agitated. They opened fire on the vehicle of that GOC because they believe he had been compromised too. So that was why he said they should retreat in the middle of the night. When that means he has
when there was no security threat and there was
yes, he knew what was happening and he said they should come back. You know, there's some of the times when I remember this long time ago.
Sometimes when we hear this, even with our security outfit and network, and we see compromise here and there, it makes us question if we are really if we have the political will to fight the security in the country. And even more when we have harm being transferred even from our people to the terrorists.
Yes.
We have read news and reports on that so many times.
Yes.
And we just hope whatever fight we have against terrorists is backed up by the political will to make it work and successful.
Well, before we go to one funny story that you mentioned here, yes, this one says Army foils kidnap attempt, rescues 3 victims in Enugu.
Now,
Yes, and
even on kidnapping, we have had on so many times where people were rescued, but the kidnappers were never nabbed.
yes,
And you just wonder, how can you rescue people
without a gunfight,
without gunfight and no kidnapper nabbed, arrested,
or injured?
I mean, you just wonder. And you said you're not negotiating with the terrorists. You're not negotiating. So what do you do?
No, they use magic.
It's because sometimes it's appalling, the charade that we put on, and I just feel people outside Nigeria will just be looking at us like, who are these? Who are these comedians?
At least we even if I haven't been to a scene of, although I've been to a scene of attacks, yes, during my reports when I was reporting some war areas in Nigeria. If anybody attacks anybody or wants to, you see people injured, some people will be arrested, some will be killed, you see. But here, some people are being kidnapped, they have been released, no, not released, they have been taken out of the bushes. So the kidnappers, they saw that those people are coming, and they just ran away, they fled. It is not possible. It is not possible.
Talk about kidnappers, no talk about the face-off between kidnappers and our own army, and you just wonder how were they able to rescue these victims without
arrest,
no arrest,
no casualty on the part of the terrorists.
You begin to wonder, and most times we don't even talk about it. Just the Catholic girls that they've been rescued, and how through what means and process was it negotiation. Nobody talks about it.
Yes.
Well, maybe when we're serious enough as a country to fight insecurity, we will fight it on our own, and we don't need external help who actually are coming with their own agenda.
It is negotiation. Yes, everybody believes that. And this guy, I won't call him any Islamic cleric, Sheikh Gumi, is saying nobody should touch terrorists.
The terrorists.
Yes, we'll go
another commercial
and we'll be back.
Ó máa ń ní ẹbí, ará tàbí ọ̀rẹ́ kan tí a máa ń dunnú láti rí lásìkò ìṣìnà. Ó sì dájú pé tí ì máa ń pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu nítorí kìí ṣe fún mímu nìkan o. Ó tún wà fún ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀, fífi ẹ̀rín kan àti pípé àsìkò pẹ̀lú ará àti ọ̀rẹ́. Tí Lipton fún ìṣọ̀kan àti àwọn ìbẹ̀wò tí a ń gbà pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú. Ramadan Kareem láti ọ̀dọ̀ Lipton.
Motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Keke make a mobile, make it mobile, oh, make it mobile, yeah. Anywhere you dey, your motor deserve to be #1, yo. Make it mobile, oh, make it mobile, yeah. You carry the go, make everybody join me, say, make it mobile.
make you go with the best.
Make it mobile.
Hello?
Why are you answering the phone?
Check again and see who you called.
Hey, small letters are not easy reading, you know. I wanted to call Olamide.
I think it's time for you to go to a health outlet to check your eyes and get reading glasses.
Health outlet? For reading glasses?
Yes, if you're 35 years or older, receive free vision screening and affordable reading glasses at designated health outlets near you.
As we age, our eyes need a little support to see clearly. Visit a health outlet nearby for a free eye check and affordable reading glasses today to see the difference. Call 0706-489-9614 for more information. That's 0706-489-9614. This message is brought to you by the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Function Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in conjunction with Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring. See well, do well.
It's still conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 in Ibadan. Yes, Guki, we are here in the AC. It is real chilling. Yes. You understand them. So as we are here now, what do you prefer to just take to make your body warm? Is it
preferably in the morning? People will say hot water or hot tea.
Hot tea, yes.
And as our people always have it, take echo, and that is okay.
Yes.
And some people.
Which one is that one that they put inside the nylon bags?
The cocoa, thank you, which is of course common even around here.
Yes, and the other thing that most people may talking about what? Sachet drinks, yes, that they call belebe.
Yes, alcohol in sachet.
Yes, and there's an issue on it.
It's been a while when National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, of course, when they brought that up, that the sachet alcohol drinks should be banned.
Yes, and it came up in the National Assembly some years ago. Yes, and again they just
you don't see the light of the day.
Yes,
and now we have unions insist on reversal of alcohol in sachet ban. And just as we have the standoff between labor unions and the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control entered the 7th day yesterday, as members of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Food, Beverage and Tobacco Senior Staff Association (FOPTOB) barricaded the NAFDAC office in Isolo, Lagos. And you know what they were chanting? No work for us, no work for you. Protesters blocked the entrance of the Lagos office of the NAFDAC from about 7 a.m., preventing staff from accessing the premises for roughly 2 hours.
Well, I don't know what will happen because most of the sachet drinks producing companies, they are based in, I think,
Nigeria, yes, and they are even local industries.
And I think somewhere in Anambra or the east.
Yes.
Most of them, and that is where most revenues, most taxes come from, to the state government. Yes. So I don't know what will happen in that area.
And even the employment they
give.
Too. So we should just work on the regulation is fine, but total ban. Well, that may be difficult, if not absolutely impossible.
Yes, now to the phone lines 08055009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning. The program is Conversation. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Akabiadeba from Europe.
You are welcome.
First of all, I want to register my displeasure to you. Do you see people want people to contribute to these things? They can't be allotted to all, it's becoming very smaller and smaller every day. Please do something about it.
All right, we'll look into it.
Thank you very much, yes.
On the issue of security, it will take God himself to come and resolve it in Nigeria. Because sitting at the corridors of power in this country are chief terrorists, gunmen, and kidnappers. I tell you this. And let me give you this small example. I need something very urgent from Mr. Bokemozut, and I must get this thing from him. have to compromise something. I have to drop something because I need something from him. That is the system. Do you want to tell me that this government, they don't know who are the terrorists are, the government? They cannot do it. They lack the political power to do that. Sorry to say this. I happen to be one of the newscasters in this town, one of the radio stations. Something for me yesterday, I read that America arrested one ex-pilot, Air Force pilot. For what reason? After serving 24 years, he retired in 1996. Then now they noticed that he's having one military training with Chinese military government. Though they sense danger, that was the reason why they arrested him. Every loophole, the American government will look. Many of those Nigerians being repatriated to this country, it's not because of the sense that they pose threat to their security there. If the Saudi Arabia, the citadel of Islamic religion in the world, can bar this group from coming to Saudi Arabia, what do you say? We are not serious in Nigeria. We don't have a government that has the love of the citizen in hand. And let me tell you, that's the reason why it will continue until somebody can come out boldly and sacrifice his desire. If you vote, you vote. Thank you very much. This is what he must do. That's political power.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, like you said the time allotted to our people is getting but at the same time, when we observe that, we should also make our views a little bit just succinct. You understand? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Amen. Good morning.
I want to protest what the last speaker has just said. Well, we are talking about the government. Those of us who are the people of Nigeria, we must be more serious. We have to defend ourselves. We need to believe ourselves. They have been killing kings. And this is the monarch. They have been killing high-net-worth people. Even in our area here in Atigbo, they killed one of our brothers about 5 days ago. And many things are so happening. You don't have to look. You don't look, it's not the case now. Communities must be at alert. Apart from the kinetic news, we must come out with intelligence services and civil because nobody is exempted from this killing. We have to be very serious now in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I am Adimala from Ibadan. The election will come up in Osun State. The INEC need to put preparation place. They need to put preparation place. Give us security. And during the election, it requires some choices. And some people are right choices.